Hi Margaret, it's Dr. Kemery. I'd like to give you some feedback on both your post as well as your mind map. So for your post, I thought your post was really well constructed. No worries that the Ricardo recording didn't work. It's fine. Technology is our friend, but it doesn't always work the way we want it to. So your topic is teaching sutured wound care to nursing students, so that is an appropriate topic. Your first broad-based theory, right, that you selected was humanism, and I liked how you put here the definition. That's great, and how you broke that down then into the caring theory of Watson, and also added a kind of an overview of Watson for us, and that was really good. Yours was the only mind map that I saw that happen in, and I was very impressed that you added those particular components. And I find that your view of knowledge and learning are well constructed, and that you definitely make connections here, right? With all of those views. So view of knowledge and learning are well done. Right? The role of the student must, in the caring theory, they must come right ready to actively learn, right, within that environment. That's correct. And then faculty needs to be open and honest and supportive, right? Again, that caring theory, that caring aspect has to emanate from the educator, right? And then how the theory informs your teaching, right? Caring for a patient and their family members with compassion, engage with gentleness, which is true. But what piece I would have liked to have seen here, and what I would like to see in your paper, is the practical ways of how you're going to do this with your central topic of sutured wound care. So what specific activities or actions do you want to see here? All, of course, in the umbrella of that caring and kindness, but just a little bit more specific. So in neuroscience, right, deep learning, and again, you gave me two really good definitions here, which I was very happy to see. Smith and Colby for deep learning, deep knowledge, right? It's related to processes of cognitive information, right? And then the current knowledge was here, right, of the wounds. And see, like these things here, like the pretest and an inventory, a pretest inventory would be down here, right? So that's more or less what you want to see, right? So this pretest inventory would be down here in the teaching space, right? In how would that inform your teaching? What would you create? Right? That kind of thing. Okay, so just know that that's the part of the paper where that would be. On the role of the student, students need to regularly assess their learning, right? And then here I think you're talking about actions that the students would do in this particular scenario, which makes sense. But again, this could have been more broad, and that's okay too. And the role of the educator provide the environment, right? Exactly, you need to provide an environment and a space, a learning environment that creates an area for that deeper learning, for that interaction and that exchange, right? Simulations are good for that, and I could go down here, simulation experience. Here we have the cognitive development theories, which one of them is adult learning. Again, the definitions that you provided were very well thought out where you place them. Right? Our theorist here, adult learning, is Malcolm Knowles, right? And the view of knowledge for Knowles is that adults and children do learn differently, which is this andragogy versus pedagogy, right? That's different lens, that different perspective. And adult learners learn best when they can apply their new knowledge to things that they already know, and that knowledge is meaningful, right? We need to put meaningfulness in here, that it needs to be meaningful to what they're going to actually do, or what they see themselves doing with that knowledge in the future. This is true that adults feel fear of failure, right? But that's not how they view learning, right? The view of learning is learning should be learning processes through having a practical application, right? So all these things are true, right? But learning comes through practical application of knowledge, right? Of content, okay? The role of the students to take responsibility, the role of the educators to provide environments where adults can manipulate concepts and learn the things that they need to learn, or they feel they need to learn more. And again, these types of activities can come down into the how the theory informs teaching, and the things that you would want to do. For here, you have a constructivist theory here, and you give us a definition. And then you have the social cultural learning of philosophy, but you don't have a corresponding definition. So I did like that, and if you're going to do something like this, that you need to have the same corresponding definitions like you had for the other specific theory, for the specific theories, specific learning theories. You know, again, I find you doing this part of how it informs learning more up here, right? So the techniques, right, that you would actually use in the classroom that or identify with this theory would come down here, how the theory informs learning and how the theory informs teaching. Okay? All right. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to email me. I thought you did a really nice job on this. Again, with the definitions, I like how these are kind of feathered in, except for that one category. And you would need to move some of the things around or undermine that a little bit. But the information is all there, just needs to kind of be reconstructed, okay? Or moved around a little bit. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me.